Hi, it's Maxine Kaye and yoga from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. And you recently heard from Reverend Mike about Thanksgiving, and especially about people who are alone on Thanksgiving that's coming up next week, and how to handle that, because these are very different times, aren't they? Well, as he was speaking about that, I flashed back on a time many years ago when I was living in a lovely townhouse that I had bought right on the water, the San Francisco Bay, and it was a beautiful place. Everything was brand new, and I was happy there. I had a beautiful view of the Carquinez Bridge, which is the bridge that you can drive over from Vallejo to San Francisco. Beautiful sunsets. I was very happy having purchased that home. And my children would come over, my adult children and little grandchildren. They were very little at that time. And so it was a wonderful place to have meals and go for walks along the water. Well, one Thanksgiving, I happened to be going to school at Berkeley at the time, which was quite a drive, but I was having a wonderful education in ancient Greek civilization. Some of you have heard too much about that. And so this particular Thanksgiving, none of my family could be with me, nor could I be with them, because they all had different plans. And so it was my first Thanksgiving that I could recall where I was alone. And I was filled with gratitude. I was very happy that my kids all had other families, in-laws and so forth to go to. And I was pleased to be able to be catching up on my reading for classes. And I remember very clearly sitting and looking out my bay window as I had prepared a lovely dinner for myself. I've always tended toward vegetarianism, and I had made myself a lovely brown rice, many vegetable tofu stir fry. And as I sat down, and I was reading Nietzsche at the time for school, and I put my book down and I sat down at this beautiful dinner I had made for myself, looking out my window at the water and seeing the ducks walking by. And I sat and wrote a list, filled the page with all the things for which I was grateful. And I just kept writing and writing and writing, because I was cherishing that really precious time. Cherishing all my children and the grandchildren and the beautiful place that I had purchased, and the tranquility and the wonderful dinner I had prepared for myself. And the last thing on my list that I wrote in gratitude was, and no turkey had to die for me this year. It was a very precious time. One I remembered instantly when Reverend Mike began to talk about people alone on Thanksgiving. It can be a very special experience, and it's wonderful to just to sit with our attitudes of gratitude, and the more we develop those, the more beautiful our lives become. Because as he told you previously, we never really are alone. We're all made of the same life, the divine life. That precious presence abides within us, and it is always loving and enfolding us, just like this, only bigger. And we always have the ability to be setting in motion new ideas to bring into our lives for the next day and the days and the months and the years to come. Quiet, reflective time is beautiful. It is to be cherished. Oh, you like it too, don't you, Yoga? Yeah, I know. So we too are going to have a tiny Thanksgiving this year. And we will be enjoying some beautiful vegan food that yours truly will be preparing right here. The only one in the house who is not a vegan is Miss Yoga. She enjoys her free-range organic chicken. Yes, you had a good dinner tonight, didn't you? And she'll have a nice Thanksgiving. And in fact, truly, as Reverend Mike reminded you, every day is really and can be Thanksgiving Day. And the more we appreciate, and don't you love that word? Appreciate means to grow in value. The more we appreciate, the more our good increases, and we all get to celebrate. So we thank you for being with us. We do love you very much, and we look forward to being with you every day, Monday through Saturday, and Sunday morning, our live stream. Go to cslphilly.org, click on that live stream button. It'll take you there at 10:30 on Sunday morning, Eastern Standard Time. And you can review other Sundays and other love notes that Reverend Mike and I have sent to you. You can also look to see what else is going on in our wonderful, beloved community. And you can also make a beautiful contribution, and thank you for all the contributions that you continue to stream in to keep our work alive. This is a very important time in our history for so many reasons. We need something upon which we can absolutely depend. And that's what we're here to remind you of. That spirit alive within each sentient being is that upon which we can depend. And we give great, glorious thanks for that. Great, glorious thanks for that. Thank you. Come again. We love you. Bye, friends.